There's a good chance you've had a really ridiculous spat with your partner. We all go through it in relationships.
Of course we do.
Oh, do we ever?
A little too often lately in this house.
Oh, and I think it's because we've been so homebound lately.
And I'm working from home now.
You're working from home.
I've been sick.
Oh, the kids are home. Sick. Oh, it's just we're always together. We're not seeing other people. And
what's wrong with that? I thought you love me.
Look, we have to love our family, but I believe absence does make the heart grow fonder to a certain degree, and we're not getting any of that.
Oh, please.
At all?
We're getting some of it.
So
I leave you alone when you're in the office.
Yeah, I guess so. These are, I found this and I wanted to go through this because I thought they were hilarious and relatable. And these are some of the dumbest arguments that we've had with our spouses. And we're bringing this up because we had a really stupid fight this week. Do we want to talk about it?
Go ahead.
You want me to bring it up?
Sure.
So
you bring up your version, I'll bring up my version.
There's my version, your version, and the truth. Every morning I leave the house through the front door because I leave early. I leave the house about 5 a.m., let's say, because I host a morning show and I got to be downtown. And you got mad at me the other day because I don't go through the garage.
Yeah.
Because I have not gone out through the garage because I don't want to wake up our kids and I don't want to wake you up because it's pretty loud. And you're telling me that I should go out the garage because they need to get used to the sound.
Correction. You were going out through the garage in the fall. It's like in the summer you weren't, and a bit of the early fall you weren't. Sorry, you're going out through the front door, and then all of a sudden you just stopped going. You started going through the garage. Then you stopped going through the garage and started going through the front door. I actually hear you slamming the front door more than I hear the garage door opening and closing. Okay, because the chime of our alarm also wakes me up, and you smashing the front door.
See.
This wakes me up, but the garage door doesn't. And we had always said when we had kids, we would be the couple that wouldn't like tiptoe around and make sure things are quiet so that they could sleep, and they learn how to sleep during noise. And we always stuck by that. And especially since the garage door is right above their room, right?
Yeah, I know.
So it never woke up our kids. Maybe it did once or twice in the last 3 years. So I was like, but even for you, my justification for you going out through the garage is that you don't slip going down the stairs. So you just go out the garage door and you're 2 steps away from your car door. So this way, with the ice and the snow, you're safer than going down all those stairs. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. It's dark. You don't know where you're stepping on, what you're stepping on. So why don't you just go through the garage door?
Look,
so I got mad. I don't know. It was maybe having a mood. I'm pregnant. Yeah. It's the hormones.
But here's the issue.
But that was annoying. And also, you keep your boots and your jacket in the entrance, and it's dirty. Okay. And I'm like, I'm sorry.
This is a therapy session now all of a sudden. But it's funny because
that's what this podcast was.
Yeah, it's true. You're right. It is. But I was trying to be considerate. I was trying to be considerate of you and the kids, not waking them up too early. And I'm getting shit for trying to be considerate.
I get it, and I appreciate that you're being considerate. However, it was never a problem. So just continue going out through the garage. You're not waking us up, and the once or twice that you did, our kid was
It's your problem. I'm gone.
It's my problem, exactly. So I'll take full responsibility. And like I told you, if it becomes a consistent problem that they're always waking up, at 5 o'clock after you close the garage door, then I'll tell you, okay, you know what, babe, you were right. Go through the front door. But I just feel like for the winter, it's such more of a convenience for you to go out through the garage. I'm being considerate of what's easier and safer for you.
Whatever.
Maybe I didn't articulate this the night that we had a fight.
Anyway, this is this kind of stupidity that we fight about.
You want to talk about the other thing?
What other thing? What?
Walking around in the garage with your slippers.
So?
Clean slippers, and you're in the garage where it's filthy, and then you come back into the house with those filthy slippers now.
You know how many times
you're walking around. Yes, I know.
I've done that before. I just don't tell you. I go in the front and the back in the summer and stuff.
I know, and I don't like it. So now I had lost my shit on you this week because I had had enough, and I witnessed it a couple of times, and then I told you a couple of times to stop doing it, and you still went ahead and did it. So I don't know who's wrong and who's right here, but please don't walk around the house with dirty slippers in the garage.
All right. You see what we mean? These are the arguments that couples fight about when they live together and they go through all this shit. I'm going to bring up some of these, and you tell me.
At least they're petty.
They're petty. That's the thing.
Okay, we're not fighting over huge ordeals like other couples.
So as long as you can overcome it, because even for us a little bit, it took a little time for us to kind of swallow our pride and kind of get over it, because we got
so stupid.
It's absolutely ridiculous. Now, I thought this was interesting. These are some of the top fights that we have with our spouses, and it's funny because when I was looking at this, I was like, we've had fights.
Of course, and I'm sure a lot of people have.
So I'm gonna go through some of these, and you tell us if you can relate. One of them is why there are empty containers in the fridge. I don't know.
Oh God, I hate when you do that.
I haven't done that.
Oh yeah? You leave maybe 1 or 2 pieces of cantaloupe in a huge Tupperware in the fridge when you can easily just put it in a smaller dish or eat it. You've done that multiple times.
Because sometimes I'm too lazy to change the Tupperware. I'm like, well, there's still a little bit of pasta.
Oh, there you go. The truth comes out.
I'm not gonna like change it.
Well, do you wash the dishes, or does the dishwasher or me wash the dishes?
The dishwasher does it, and I do wash the dishes sometimes. Another one is, I guess I would say this to you: you're being so moody, you must be on your period. I don't think I say the moody part. I just don't.
You tell me I'm moody all the time. Doesn't matter whether I'm on my period or not. And now I'm pregnant, so I'm gonna be moody for 9 months. Remember that.
I guess we shouldn't say that at all, right? Like, I should never say if you're moody or not.
No, because I hate when you tell me, why are you always in a mood? Eh? You always tell me that.
These are some of the things that couples fight the most ridiculous things people fight about in relationships. Your partner forgot to pick up more milk again. Haven't we been through that?
Oh, you're good. You're good
you
with
forgot the milk last time. You forgot the milk the other
once
day.
in every blue moon. But no, we're good with that.
Oh, this is funny. Why your partner won't quit their obnoxious eating habits. You want to talk about when we first started dating, what you called me out on?
What? I don't
remember.
Eating
an eating habit?
Tell me.
You don't remember?
Chewing with your mouth open?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, you stopped that a long time ago.
Did I? Because I don't really pay attention to it anymore.
No, you don't do it anymore.
So when we first started dating, Tina's like, your mouth is always open when you're chewing. I'm like, really? She's like, even when you're at my parents', you're like eating and your mouth is open.
Sorry.
And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, but you stopped that. But that's just like, what is it?
What? What word are you looking for?
What word am I looking for? I don't know. This is mommy brain right now.
Okay, I don't know what you're talking about.
Sorry.
These are some of the most ridiculous fights we have with our partners. This is according to Best Life Online, by the way, if you want to check out the full list. I'm not going through all of them. I'm just going through some that have triggered an emotional connection between Tina and I. She has not seen this, by the way. The classic blanket hogging spat. Do we go through that?
A little bit. Sometimes I feel like you take up more space in the bed, and I'm like literally at the edge, and we're in a king size bed, and I'm pregnant. I have like my belly almost sticking out. I feel like if I take one little roll over, I'm gonna roll over the bed.
But it's a king size bed. Why?
You're always taking up half to 3/4 of the bed. It's probably subconsciously anyway, but.
Another one that we fight a lot about, the phone. The phone's always out at dinner. Yeah,
we're conscious of that. We don't keep them out at dinner.
No, at dinner, but we both do go on our phones. I guess me more. You're gonna say
you more, yeah.
Yeah, of course, me more. Yeah.
Sometimes like we're talking about something, right? And we say, okay, pull out your phone. I want to check something while we're having dinner.
Why there are dirty clothes everywhere? Well, we throw them down the stairs in our house. Tina doesn't believe in a hamper.
No, I don't believe in a hamper in our bedroom.
No. I've tried to get her to get a hamper, and you're like, what? We don't have space for it. Where are we gonna?
We have 2 hampers downstairs and 1 in each girl's room.
There's no hamper in our room. We don't have a laundry chute.
We don't have space for a hamper in our room. So
Tina throws down. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this on this podcast.
I mentioned it on air.
I mentioned this a million times. We have a bungalow, and so Tina throws her clothes down the stairs into the basement. Which when you throw down the clothes, it's like in front of the laundry room. So I come down to go to work. I'm gingerly walking 4:40 in the morning, go take my shower, and I see like an underwear
First
or
of all,
a shirt or a sock.
I don't throw anything down the stairs when I know you're going to be walking down the stairs the next morning.
Bullshit.
No,
that's
I always make sure
Bullshit.
the staircase is clean so that you don't trip.
Bullshit.
And this week I saw you throw a couple of towels, kitchen towels, from upstairs to downstairs. You literally threw it over, and our daughters throw stuff over the staircase.
So now our kids have picked up on it. See what we don't realize, our habits.
But I used to do that at my parents.
Yeah, I know. I still see.
The laundry chute is the staircase.
What's funny is that when we go to our parents, I sometimes catch. It's very rare, but I sometimes catch clothes at the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah. Of course.
And I'm like,
and then it means pick them up and put them in the hamper in the laundry room.
Yeah.
We've learned a couple of things.
Yeah.
In our family quirks.
According to Best Life Online, these are some of the most ridiculous spats we have. Where the leftovers went, like if there's leftovers.
Yeah, you eat
the
all
fridge.
the leftovers.
Yeah, but you don't get angry. Actually, you're
No,
okay with that.
I'm okay with that.
I guess
unless there's something I really want to eat and you eat it, then I'm annoyed. But
actually,
you'll always ask. You always ask.
Yeah, but Tina gets mad that I don't eat what's in the fridge sometimes. You get mad that I'm not eating the leftovers. You're like, well, why aren't you eating that? It's there. You know what, babe? It's going to end up in the garbage.
Yeah, because you choose to eat peanut butter on a rice cake instead of a nice plate of pasta that's in the fridge.
This one, actually, this is pretty hilarious. I can't believe this made the list. I've never heard this before on a list. Spats over walking speed. We've actually had arguments about that.
Okay, very rarely.
I'm walking faster than you, and you're like, hey, babe, slow down.
Oh, yeah? And when we're on vacation,
it's
the opposite. I'm always walking like 10 feet ahead of you, trying to navigate ourselves around Europe or wherever we are. I'm being Miss GPS. And then you get mad at me that I'm walking too fast. But then when we're here at home and going out for a walk, you and I, you're always complaining that I'm trailing behind you.
Yeah, I guess because I'm used to going for walks and stuff. I try to go a little quicker.
Yeah, but I can keep up.
Yeah, but you choose not to.
No, you make it sound like I do it all the time, but I really don't. And it depends. Do I have the stroller? Is it just you and I?
But even if it's just you and I.
Am I pregnant? Is there ice outside?
No, even when you're not pregnant and we're in the summer, you still tell me to slow down. Mm-hmm. Why there's dirt all over the floor? You always find dirt everywhere.
Especially downstairs. Because you come in with those dirty boots and those little rocks that come in from outside. And then the kids with their boots, it's wet, they're slushy. Yeah.
Get over it. These are really
funny. But do you wash the floors or do I wash them?
Okay, fine.
Tell me.
You want to wash them.
No, I don't want to wash them. No, you can go months without washing the floors. Yeah, if I don't do it, who's going to do it?
Fine, because you're so good at it. That's why. What the thermostat is set at, if it's too hot, too cold. We don't really have that huge spat in our house. I just find we're always cold and warm, like opposites, you and I. If I'm cold, you're warm. If you're warm, I'm cold. It always happens like that.
Remember the first summer I was pregnant with Sia?
Remember, I was boiling
all the time. I literally cranked up the AC.
So frustrating.
This is July, August, and it's scorching outside. I'm literally living in the basement, right? Like half naked, putting up the air conditioning, and you wearing sweaters and sweatpants.
Yeah, it was so weird. I'm like, what the? Yeah, but I guess I can't say anything. You're pregnant. Like I can't.
Oh, you did. You tried to argue with me on that.
Yeah, I probably did. But now that you're going
like, babe, I want ice cream, and you're drinking like hot coffee.
Yeah, it was so like weird.
July, 35 degrees outside.
It was freaking hot that summer too, and you were super big. I don't know how you did it. So these are some of the, we're rounding out into the top ones here.
We're not at the top ones.
No. The top arguments, ridiculous spats we have with our spouse, according to Best Life. Wrong directions.
Oh.
Now, this is, I think.
I'll let you talk on this.
No, but it's a bit of a rare situation in our relationship. And I'm not trying to be like sexist or anything, but a lot of times I find in situations that I've seen, the woman kind of like, whatever, I'll let him take care of it. He knows where he's going. You are like a fucking human GPS when we're in the car. Tina claims that she has the best sense of direction in the world. You do have a very good sense of direction.
I really do.
But you always harp on me if I make a wrong turn or I'm going the wrong way. I'm not going the right way I should be going. I should have took a shortcut.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
It's so frustrating, man. Even you can just sit back, enjoy, go on your phone, not bother with this shit.
Why?
You're still up my ass.
Oftentimes, I feel like even in our own city, you don't know where you're going.
That's not true, but I just have a very lackadaisical. I have a very lackadaisical.
Sometimes you miss exit. I'm like, we're supposed to get off there. And you're like, oh shit, I was.
I have a very lackadaisical approach.
Yeah, and then you're like, oh, and we often find ourselves like driving the same route every day, right?
Yeah,
so we get accustomed to that.
Of course.
So then, like, come the weekend and we're going somewhere different. You like, we almost forget. Like,
I forget to turn.
We forget to turn. You forget to get off at an exit.
Because our heads are in the clouds. Sometimes. Okay, we're at number 2. I'm going to go through the top 2. Okay, here I'm going to start with number 2. According to Best Life, the most ridiculous reasons why we have fights with our partner. The classic toilet seat spat. When we moved in together, we went through this. I used to
leave the toilet seat lid down.
So there's
the cover. Yeah.
There's 2 things. I guess when men go do their business, they leave it completely open. And women, you don't like that.
No, women hate that.
Or the fights that we would have was I would close the lid and you hated that.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I was never used to that. Like, I was living on my parents for 30 years, so we always left the lid open. And I go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. You don't know what you're doing, what you're looking. You just it's routine. So you just pull on your pants and you do your business. So you just sit. But then I'm like, am I sitting on a lid? Like, what am I sitting on at 2:00 in the morning? So that's why I was annoyed by that. And then each time I'd have to like go pee, I'd have to lift up the lid. I know it's 3 seconds, 2 seconds.
I kind of understand because you're kind of half asleep, but with 3 daughters now, I'm gonna have to.
No, you're gonna just go downstairs and use
course.
your bathroom downstairs while the 4 of us use the one upstairs.
I guess so. And finally, you ready for the number 1 answer? According to bestlifeonline.com, you can see there's 30 reasons that they've come up with. They've surveyed people, they've surveyed couples. The dumbest arguments we have between us and our spouses. What to have for dinner.
Really? That's his number 1?
That's number 1. And
why?
Well, I get it. We don't have huge fights.
No, we don't. We disagree once in a while.
But we constantly have conversations. It's probably the biggest topic of conversation.
That's part of our everyday routine. What do you want to eat today?
Like, you just have a meal and you're already talking about the next meal.
I'm Italian. I'm planning next week's meal already, and it's Sunday.
We used to, at one point, we did it for a little while. We don't do it anymore. On Sundays, just like, okay, babe, the menu, let's go through the menu.
Yeah, we still do it once in a while.
Not really.
Yes, and if it's not Sunday, it's Monday. We'll sit down, like we're having dinner. Like, okay, we had this tonight. What do you want for the rest of the week? We're gonna order on Friday, or are we gonna have pasta on Thursday?
I guess
we've kind of came up with our own little routine that we almost don't even have to talk about it anymore. Like, we know what Monday, Tuesday dinners look like, and what I'll make Wednesday, Thursday. We'll have conversations about what we'll order Friday or Saturday night for takeout if we want.
That's the best actually advice if you ever have any issues with dinner. Try to pick days and say, okay, we're going to have pasta Thursday and Sunday. We'll have chicken on
Tuesday or Wednesday.
We'll do Mondays. We'll do leftovers. Fridays we'll order out. It actually works out too. Saturday we'll have like a steak. We're actually pretty consistent.
We are and I've always even when I was living with my parents, it was Saturday night was like Friday night was always pickup. Saturday was always steak. Sunday was pasta. And I guess maybe that just carried over into our weekly food schedule.
True. By the way, gotta shout out Steak Bleu. They're a proud sponsor of this show. I'm actually wearing their cap right now. And they just delivered another box.
They did.
So delicious. We had was it Christmas Eve? We had the
calamari, the breaded calamari. It was delicious.
So good. And man, what did we make in the last little while?
I made the pasta with their chicken.
Yes,
pasta with chicken and broccoli.
Just fantastic. You also made chicken with like the cheese on top. What was that?
I made like a caprese style.
Caprese style. Yeah. Oh my god!
With cheese and tomatoes, and
it was so good. And tonight I think we're having the is it the spare ribs?
Yes.
The spare ribs. Also a cut that Steak Bleu has. So many different types of cuts. They've really expanded now their seafood line as well. They just sent us scallops as well. Scallops.
We got tuna steaks.
Oh yeah, we haven't had those.
We've had salmon.
Salmon, and they sent a nice pork roast in the box this week, and chicken legs.
Huge chicken legs with the thighs, so lots of choices.
Many different cuts, and it's perfect with the temperatures that we're experiencing now in Montreal, and also the craziness that's happening. They're a local business. They're a family-run business. They work hard. They put out a good product, and they save you the time and the energy of going to the store and having to select it yourself. So that's what's great. They're vacuum packed and.
Good for up to 2 years.
That's what's been good because you don't have to. I say you because you always end up doing it.
No, you barbecue.
Yeah, I barbecue, but you always, if you buy in bulk, like if you go to Costco, you have to separate everything, and that takes time. You got to take the saran wrap out, and you have to, I got to separate all the meat and the filet mignon, blah, blah. They do it all for you. Like they send us a pack of 4 filet mignons that are all separate. You can literally eat one if you want.
Exactly.
And you don't have to worry about
defrosting all 4 of them if you don't want all 4 of them.
Yeah, so I got to say that's been super convenient. I mean, we've been eating their meat now for
almost 2 years.
Almost 2 years. I'd say a year and a half or so. So if you want to check them out, if you want to order for yourself, trust us. Take our word for it. It's absolutely delicious. They deliver on Friday evenings, and they have a variety box for under $100. You can go to steakbleu.ca, check them out on Instagram. They're so active. They have all these special boxes now. They're even cheaper. I saw some boxes.
Chicken
boxes. There's even $70 boxes too. So if you want to check them out, steakbleu.ca, give them a follow on Instagram at steakbleu, and you'll see how active they are. And they always have new specials. I think Tanya does such a great job on there.
She does.
Thank
you, Tanya.
She works hard. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you, Joe and Mark and the whole crew there. Thank you for the cap. Looks pretty nice.
Thank you for all the food. The kids eat it too.
Yes, they love it. So check them out. And thank you for being a sponsor of Marriage in the Fast Lane. That was fun.
Yes, it was.
Hopefully no stupid arguments anytime
Yeah,
soon.
right. Probably going to have one in the next 10 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. Welcome to our life. Thank you for listening as always. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.